Hey, I'm Zappa.
I'm Zero.
And today's Father's Day.
Oh, yeah.
So as far as we both know, you're my dad. And today's Father's Day. So when I asked you originally what your favorite beers were, you said Heineken and Corona.
Well, Mexican beers in general.
Mexican beers. And so I decided, because of your love of Corona and Heineken, that I would get you the fruitiest beers and the summeriest beers I could find.
Great.
Yeah, so today we're reviewing Moody Ales Summer Remix beers. We have a raspberry Hefe and a lime Kolsch.
Is that how you say them?
That's how I think you say them. Probably
Awesome.
not.
Yeah, so
The can says raspberry Hefe, so we can just call it Hefe
sure.
and
Works for
Kolsch.
me.
Or the lime one and the raspberry one for convenience.
Red and green.
Red and green. So we went down to Moody Ales to go and buy these beers. They just released last week. And it was a cool little joint. We had a beer. We sat on the patio.
Can't go wrong with a patio anyways.
Yeah, it's a nice patio too.
Yeah, it worked well.
There's a lot of raspberry flavor in that.
I'm still sitting on it, I can't tell.
I don't really like it though. It sort of tastes like, I don't want to say it's bad, like vomit. But it sort of
Something can be good like vomit?
it sort of reminds me of the taste that after you vomit, it sort of sits on the back of your tongue, that sort of vomity taste. Sort of what it tastes like, but a tasty version of that, if that makes sense.
If I drank a really good beer and had some raspberries and threw up, this is what it would taste like?
I think, yes.
It's probably not far off, actually. It's not a bad beer, though.
No, I think it's pretty good, actually. I know that comparison to vomit seems bad, but I think it's actually pretty good. It's not overly sweet, which I was really worried about with raspberry.
Yeah, same here.
There's a lot of berries. Berries just scare me in general because they're so sweet, right? In beers, berries usually go to coolers, right? Or things like that.
So that's how you associate them mentally.
Exactly. So you're thinking super sweet, but it's not overly sweet. It's sort of like a beer with a slight raspberry taste, which definitely comes through, especially in the aftertaste. Sort of when there's like a raspberry sort of sits on your tongue, which is cool.
Yeah, I'm actually, my very first sip, I can't say I was a fan, but I do like it more as it goes down.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't think I would drink it on a regular basis.
No, I don't think I could drink too many of these.
If somebody put one in front of me, if somebody put any beer in front of me, I wouldn't complain. But, yeah, I'd drink it again, I guess, maybe.
So
I don't say at this point, really, to be honest.
out of 10, what would you give it? Taste-wise, just taste alone.
Well, I'd have to give it high marks just for the fact that it's a fruity beer that I actually don't hate. But I can't give it high marks because it's a fruity beer, and that's not my thing.
Right.
If that made any sense at all.
So what are you gonna give it?
I'm just gonna go straight across the board, and actually, I'll give it a 6. I was gonna give it a 5, but I think I'm gonna give it a 6 because I'm a little pleasantly surprised.
Okay, so for the score for me, I want to go back and that vomit thing. That it doesn't.
It was pretty harsh.
Yeah, it doesn't taste like vomit. I don't know why. Maybe it was a bad experience last weekend or something that made me think of that instantly. But the more I'm drinking it, it's actually quite good. It's tasty. It tastes like raspberries, which is nice. It tastes like a beer, but with a slight raspberry taste, which is cool and fun.
Yeah, fun. That's the right way to describe it, I think.
And I think it's called the Summer Remix beer, so I think it's supposed to be fun.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be not your everyday drinker. It's supposed to be a summer beer to have in the sun.
And the reason why they sell it with a mixed pack like that is because you're not supposed to drink 8 of these in one shot.
Exactly. I don't think it's supposed. Yeah, it's not supposed to be something you're chugging, right? This is something you're sipping on.
That's just how I naturally think of beer, though. It's my first reaction to it, so that's how it
As
is.
a chug beer.
Yeah, well, not necessarily chug beer, but I'm gonna drink a lot of them.
Right. Yeah. So taste-wise, I think I'm gonna give it. I think I'm gonna meet you there with a 6. I think it's good. Tastes good. Yeah, not up there with the greatest beers I've had, but it's definitely nice. It's definitely tasty. I give it that. But for drinkability, on the other hand,
It's light. It tastes light to me.
it is light. What percentage is it? 4.8. So it's right around the middle.
Yeah.
It's pretty normal for a beer. Yeah. So for drinkability, I'm gonna give it. Let's give it a 3 out of 5. Tasty. I think a lot of people will enjoy them. I think it's definitely something you can bring to a barbecue, and lots of people are going to want to try it and enjoy trying it. But I don't think you can drink too many of them. Yeah.
I think you could drink many of them. You just probably don't want to.
Exactly. So what are you going to give it out of 5?
I'll go 3 as well.
3 in drinkability?
Yeah.
Can design. I think the logos and stuff are pretty boring on the can.
But it kind of follows suit with everything else they seem to do too.
Yeah, it does.
Not boring, but they have a style.
They definitely have, Moody Ales definitely has their own style, but what makes up for it is that the raspberries on the can. I think they look really cool. Like, it makes a pattern.
They look like scratch and sniffs to me.
Yeah, a little bit. I wish it was. If Moody Ales, if you're watching this and you take anything from this video, scratch and sniff on your cans.
I don't think they could. I don't understand how that can be pulled off, but
If you do that, you'll win 10 out of 10 for everything in future videos. For the score on the can design, I think I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5.
seems high to me, but
I like it. I think it's very obviously a raspberry beer. There's the raspberry colors.
there's no
raspberries.
fooling it too. They're not like trying to trick you into like, oh, you're gonna try raspberry beer,
Yeah.
without letting you know. Like that one beer we had that one day. I forget what it's called now, but they kind of tricked you into it, like the
Yeah.
beach one. It
Yeah.
was almost like a trick.
Right.
Whereas this isn't that way at all.
This one's called Pool Party Raspberry Hefe.
Which
So-
goes along with what we were saying already. That
It's totally Pool Party is an excellent.
I say drink 18 of them and have a swim. For my score on the can, I'm gonna have to go a little lower. I do like that they're keeping their style, which is awesome, and I do like the raspberries on the side. I don't really like the raspberries on the side. To me, it's almost a little too comical, but I get why they do it that way, and it makes sense to me. So I'm gonna just give it a 3.
3? Yeah, sort of in the middle. 3 out of 5.
Yeah, not for or against. Just it is what it is, and that works for them, and I like that. But it wouldn't draw my attention at the liquor store.
So overall, I think Moody Ales Pool Party Raspberry Hefe Summer Remix is a pretty good beer with a really long name. But it tastes good.
It's not bad.
It tastes like a beer with a good raspberry taste, and overall, I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, no, I think they did a good job of what they were trying to do.
Yeah, so let's see what Sunday Funday Lime Kolsch has to offer. That's not what I was expecting at all.
No, me neither.
I'm not getting that much lime flavor.
I did.
You did?
Yeah. It actually
Yeah.
tastes a little like a Corona with too much lime to me.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I like it. I definitely like it. I love lime, so
Yeah, see, I'm not a huge lime favorite.
I'm not a
Flavor fan.
The second taste I get, it is definitely that lime. Limes are so hard to say. Lime flavor, and I love it. I love the lime. I like this beer actually quite a bit. It's very similar to the raspberry beer. I think the level of fruitiness is pretty much exactly the same. Like, I feel like I'm getting just as much raspberry as I am lime. But it tastes really good. I think they did really well with this one too. Taste, I'm gonna give it. I think I'm gonna give it the same as the raspberry, 6. I like it. It's good. Not one of the best ones, but I enjoy the lime flavor. Lime's nice.
I'm liking the idea of the combination of the pack that they sell, because I like the idea of breaking it up from the raspberry to the raspberry to the lime kind of idea. So that to me is good, but I don't know. Every time I pull my glass up, I'm getting a smell, and it smells like pee to me.
It's not a good smell, but yeah, I guess I can see that a little bit.
But oddly that I say that, I still don't mind the taste. I don't know what the hell that says, but
I like the taste. Like I said already. So what are you gonna give it out of 10? Do you like it more or less than the raspberry?
I actually think I like the raspberry a little more.
Yeah.
But I like raspberry. I'm not a big lime fan. Like even when I do drink Coronas or Mexican beers, I don't necessarily always put lime.
Right. I always put lime.
Yeah. Most people do. But yeah, I think I like raspberries more than lime. That's purely why.
So what would you give it, Ed?
I'd have to go 5.
5?
Yeah. And that's just my quick thought of it all. I don't hate it, but I don't love it either.
Right. I think it's good. I think what they were trying to go for was nice, tasty beer with a little bit of lime taste, and I think they nailed that. It's a good beer with a bit of a lime taste.
I can see people liking it.
For sure.
Yeah, for sure.
And especially their summer remix thing.
Yeah.
I think the two of them together, I think it's great to bring to parties. If you showed up with a 4-pack of 2 raspberry and 2 lime, everybody would want one. I think.
But you only have 4.
But you only have 4, so you got to choose your friends wisely.
Which is smart advice, anyways.
Yeah. Or just buy 3 4-packs.
But then you still only have 12 friends.
Yes. I don't have that many friends.
Nobody truly does.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they did a good job of what they're trying to do. Again, with the raspberry and the lime, I think the same thing. Just not necessarily my go-to.
Drinkability. I'm going to give it a 4 drinkability. I think it's drinkable. I think this is definitely something you want to share. This is definitely something you're going to want other people to taste, and I think that's definitely something that you could drink more of in the future. I think in the summer, I'm probably going to buy another pack of these.
If you were on their patio right now, like we just were, would you order one of these now?
No, but that's just because I want to try more of their beers, because I love Moody Ales.
I try the other ones.
Yeah, Moody Ales is a great brewery, so I want to go through and try all their beers eventually.
Staff was awesome when we were there today too.
True. Presentation, I mean, it's exactly the same as the raspberry can, just now with green and limes, and now it says Sunday Funday, which it's similar summer type theme name.
It's still doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Which, like I said earlier, is I like that they're keeping their style. And that's good.
Yeah, I like the contrasting colors of the raspberry reddish, purplish color, and then
I kind of like the green one better myself, but
I think you just like green better.
No, actually.
No?
No, I'm a pinky, purplish kind of person more than green. I don't know. Who knows? Colors are colors. I like them all.
The limes, they really stand out just like the raspberries.
We're all human.
I think they stand out really nice. The limes, they
you know what you're getting.
You know exactly what you're getting into,
yeah.
Just like the raspberries. So I'm gonna give it a 4, just like I give the raspberries.
I'll go 3 the same as well, just for the same reasons.
Yeah, it's good. I think it's for what Moody's trying to do. They're doing a great job. Continue on the good work, Moody. Thanks for watching. If you liked what you watched, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And happy Father's Day. Go have a drink with your dad.
Anyone of age today should have a drink with their dad. And if you're underage, well, do it anyways.
Cheers. Have a good one.